Hey everybody, welcome back again. Thank you if you're watching this particular tutorial, the eyebrow tutorial. Let me preface by saying this is how I do my eyebrows and how I like to do them just for me. You don't have to do them whatsoever. But if you do, you know, that's awesome. Thank you. And if this makeup looks familiar, I filmed 3 separate videos in one hit for like this look and whatnot. So I've got the first one, which is my full face sort of tutorial, the second one, which is the one you're watching right now, which is an eyebrow tutorial, and then I have a third one, which is how I got like my eyeshadow, this sort of sunset, or how I view it as being as like a sunset eyeshadow look, and just a nice pinky nude lip. So that's 3 separate videos, which throughout this video as well, I'll have them pop up the top if you're interested in watching them. So not to keep you waiting any longer, let's get straight into this tutorial. So the main tools that I'll be using for my eyebrows today is a spoolie and a very thin angled brush. I also have on hand a little handheld mirror because it makes it easier to get up close to the eyebrows for precision eyebrow drawing. Alright, first thing I always do is brush through them to get them in the direction that I want them to go. And in terms of shades and colors, I always use the Zoeva Brow Spectrum. The shade I'm using is right in the center of the palette. So it's this one here, right in the center of the palette. The shade is BR050. So I put a bit in my brush, tap off the excess, and I always start where, like, that's sort of where my arch is. I'll start in this area, bring the tail down, and then I'll start heading towards the center of the eyebrow. I actually start to go with the hairs so it can coat the hairs. So now what I'm going to do is bring the end of this eyebrow to a nice sharp point, as sharp as I can get it. And that's when this sort of brush comes in super handy. So how I'm going to do that is just like, in a way, just have it angled like this. So straight down onto the eyebrow, and then little, like just a very little light motion. You'll see as I do it. So that's a pretty good point. Now I'm going to continue to fill in around the edge of this brow. And now heading to the front of the brow, I'm going to start placing like lines here, brushing upwards. So all the product that was on this bottom line, I'm just starting to push up into it. So very slowly adding little bits more of the brow powder. Now this is where my technique differs from other people. Got a little bald spot here, I'll just fill in, but whatever product I've just had on my brush, actually instead of having the brush like this, turn it. So essentially I'm doing this straight on and I'm starting to very lightly feather in more product. Finally going in with the spoolie again, I'm going to very lightly brush through the front of the eyebrow. And I actually do it top down and I pull up. And so that it looks like that now. Now to set the eyebrow hairs in place, I'm using a tinted eyebrow gel. This one is from Amuse Cosmetics, so I actually got it online from a Shop Miss A site, which I'll link down below if I can find this. If not, I'll just link the actual website because they have so many products. The shade I'm using is called Auburn. And I'm just going to brush it through to place the hairs where I want to place them. Now the last thing to do is add a brow highlight. So again, in the Brow Spectrum palette, I'm going to be using one of the highlighting shades, and this one is called BR040, and I'll show you now. On the whole palette, so those are the two highlighting ones, and there's a really light matte one, but I'm using this one here in the center. A very, very, very small brush, right on the tip of the small brush. And just placing it. So that is the brow tutorial. I'm going to come back in just a second with the rest of my face done. Okay, so back again. Eyebrows are now finished. And as I said at the beginning, my full face is done for some other videos. In the meantime, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was a very short, quick one because it's very simple what I do with my eyebrows. So with that, I will leave you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!